AMFI, that is Association of Mutual Funds in India, our advisory body, publish sales number of mutual fund industry. And if you as a mutual fund distributor are not tracking those numbers, then this video is going to work for you. In this video, I'm going to touch upon what these numbers are all about, why you as a mutual fund distributor supposed to track these numbers, and then I'm going to tell you what you need to read between the lines so that you can structure your business in an efficient manner as a mutual fund distributor. Hello everyone, I'm Shobhit. I'm a FinBiz growth expert and founder of FinBiz Growth Club. We are an aspiring community of new age mutual fund distributors who are determined to change how India is going to invest. So first, let's talk about what this number is all about. So AMFI published all the sales and average AUM numbers of its industry as a whole, as well as scheme wise. So they are going to tell you what category of schemes has mobilized how much, what is the redemption, what is the average AUM, how many investors are there, and so on and so forth. So it is going to be a very detailed report regarding the scheme-wise numbers which you can look into. And if you are looking for some directions from the industry moving around, then these numbers are going to be quite helpful to you. And where you are going to find these data, I am going to share the link from the AMFI website, from where every month you will be able to download the latest report. So once you are clear that what these numbers are all about, or what these monthly sales reports are all about, now let me tell you why you as a mutual fund distributor are supposed to look into and follow these numbers. So first and most important thing, if you are going to be looking at these numbers, it is going to give you some direction and some insights as what these industries are players are looking at, or what their strategies they are going to follow. So if you are going to be looking at the numbers in and out about in some category of schemes, it is going to give you some directions at how you need to be advising your clients as well. Because we need to remember that the bigger players have much more in-depth knowledge, they have much more bigger teams, much more better research insights, and they are going to be the front runner in taking any decisions regarding changing the portfolio or planning the investment journey of their client. So I would highly recommend that you should be looking at the scheme-wise scheme structures so that it is going to be giving you a better picture. So let me share with you some insights and some numbers so that it is going to make much more sense to you. So if you look at your screen, the first report which they have highlighted is the open-ended schemes, and in that the debt category schemes. So if you are going to look at all the category in the debt which SEBI has given mandate on that they are publishing what are the number of schemes in those categories, number of folios in that category, then fund mobilized in the month. So it is the latest report in the August month. What is the number or sales they have mobilized? What is the redemption? And most important number is what is the net flow? Now these net flow numbers are going to show you some interesting facts. And what facts they are going to throw upon, that how this industry is looking at and what category of schemes people are putting their money into, and that can be also an indicator for you as a mutual fund distributor to plan your strategy. Now, as I told you, since bigger players are going to be taking the first hand call, you can also ride on them and make a better investment decisions. And the most important thing which I also keep on telling my community members is we need to remember that whenever you are feeling low about your business, whenever you are thinking that the market there is a huge competition, or you are not getting good clients, or you are struggling with your AUM, or you are not able to grow your business at a desired pace, every month you need to look at these numbers. And the only question which you need to ask is how these participants and other guys are able to mobilize numbers and you are not. So if you are going to look at these numbers every month, you are going to find somebody or some players are mobilizing those numbers. So the question which we need to ask is, if these guys can do, you can also do. what the things you need to be planning, or what things you need to be getting changes into, or what all changes you need to do in your business, so that you are able to ride the trend which these industry players are riding on. So because of these reasons, I want you guys to start tracking these numbers. So once you have clarity as what these numbers are, why you as a mutual fund distributor should track these numbers, then let me tell you what are the beyond the numbers which you need to be looking at, so that you are going to get much more clarity and you know what these numbers are all about. So if you look at all these numbers, and let me share my screen once again. So if you are going to be looking at all these numbers, the first thing which you need to be looking at is the number of investors in any category of schemes, because that is going to show you some interesting facts. So it is going to show you that which category of schemes are now popular in India, or which category of schemes more and more people are investing. So it is going to give you an indicator that if others are investing, or other participants are advising, or other people are investing in certain category of schemes, you should be also looking at those categories, because the likelihood is that those categories are going to perform well, because flow is increasing in those schemes. Please remember, the very fact that more and more money is going to come into that, it is going to be giving you some indication that the probability in future of getting better returns in those kinds of investments are going to be a leading indicator. Then second, I would highly encourage you to look into the net flow numbers. Gross flow is going to give you a ballpark number, but net flow numbers are going to give you a much better insights as how the market has been putting into some asset classes. So just give you some ideas. If you look at the debt category of schemes, and you see in the month of August, the highest flow has come into liquid category of funds. And if you look at floater or GSEC, in this category of fund, money has been going out. So this is going to give you some indication that whether you should be advising your clients in those kind of portfolios which are going to have a lower maturity profile than those portfolios which are having higher maturity profile, because the interest regime or the interest rate movement into the market may not very favorable for a long profile or long maturity profile schemes. So this kind of insights you will be able to draw from this numbers, and I think it is going to be helping you in structuring your business in a much better way. Then if you're looking for a broader trend, I have no doubt that if you're going to be looking at the average AUM numbers, it is going to give you that across the timeline which category of schemes Indians are very comfortable investing in, or which category of schemes which you should be putting more emphasis if you are creating a core portfolio for your client. So if you look at let's take now equity category of schemes. So if you look at the equity category of schemes, you are going to find that large cap funds and flexi cap funds have the highest average AUM. So it is going to speak a lot about what kind of structuring which we need to do as a mutual fund distributor when you are devising a portfolio for your client, because these funds are evergreen funds, or it is going to give you some indication. And in the if you're looking for an equity allocation, the recent flows, as I told you, is also going to give you some indication that what kind of schemes which we need to be what kind of schemes which we need to be advising to our client, which can have a better performance outcome into the future. The other numbers which I want you guys to track into is the new schemes which has been launched. So if you are going to be coming down on this report, on the second page, you are going to be finding the new funds which has been launched into the market. Now, if you look at this, I'm not going into the details of it, but you are able to get the trend. What kind of schemes with mutual fund schemes with mutual fund companies are launching? Okay, so if you look at this, you are going to get some indication that most of the mutual fund companies try to launch schemes which is going to be timing the market, where they think that these are going to be performing in a very recent future. Because of that reason, those who are already there into the industry, those mutual fund companies launches those schemes. So those are also going to give you some indication that which category of schemes which you need to be looking at and what you should be advising to your client. And I think that can be also a good way. So if you look at the NFO numbers here, you see that in the overnight category, 2 schemes has been launched in the month of August, money market and so on and so forth, and what kind of money has been mobilized by these funds. So it is going to give you fairly good of idea that what category of schemes you should be looking at in case you want to be advising your client. Same way in the equity category, if you see a flexi cap funds, 2 funds has been launched, and there the mobilization is almost close to 2000 crore. So it is going to give you some trend that what kind of movement is happening into the market and what kind of schemes which has been being favored into the market, and accordingly you will be able to plan your investment advisory strategy. Now, other thing which I want you guys to look into it is, I want you guys to look into the between the lines numbers as well. I was very surprised to look at the FMP numbers, that is fixed maturity plan in the August month, where you see the net flow has been positive. Now it is going to tell you something regarding in the debt category, what kind of schemes which you should be looking at, how you need to be reading those numbers and advising your clients. So every month MP is going to be publishing these numbers, and I want you guys to pay very close attention in these numbers, which is going to give you a fairly bit of ideas that what kind of strategy, what kind of schemes, and what kind of portfolio which we need to build as a mutual fund distributor for our client. So if you have are a retail mutual fund distributor, you don't have much bandwidth, you don't have much bigger team, and still you want to get those insights which the bigger players are playing into, I think AMFI monthly sales data numbers are going to be a game changer for you. So I hope I have given you some food of thoughts, some new line of actions, some insights which is going to be helping you in structuring your business in an efficient manner. In case you like the content, I would love you guys to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel so that whenever we have something new to offer, you guys will be first one to know. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you next time.